Alrighty, here we are in our last matchup of the evening. We have game number one between up here on the top left-hand corner from After Hours Gaming League NVIDIA team. It is our random player spawning as a Terran. It is Kirulan.
And in the bottom right here, we have someone from StimTL looking to get his first match in this constellation match. It is the Pink Terran, Elky.
Yay. And both players have canceled at least one building so far. Elky canceling a reactor there to throw down a tech lab instead. And Kirulan, oddly enough, canceled a supply depot to get his factory a little sooner.
And what's amazing is we are going to get a TVT for this one of these final matches. TVT, often the very rare match we see in basically North American matches. In world matches, we see them a lot these days. But in terms of North American talent, so far only Massa and QXC stand out in terms of talent for me.
Yeah, definitely is the case. Massa, of course, won the Prime league last season, but yeah, he's one of the standout Terrans. That Reaper does go down there to a Hellion, who is now going to try and burn down this refinery, which will take approximately forever.
Yeah, this is a lot of scouting information for Elky, though. He got an SCV in, then got a Reaper in, and now he has this refinery that basically denies Kirulan his second gas for a long time. So the ability to go cloak banshees is really slowed down at this point.
Yeah, absolutely is the case here, and I think he was right in guessing that that was probably the original intention. Obviously, as a starport does come down there behind the minerals, but there's no add-ons yet either on anything really for Kirulan. So anything that he's opting to do right now is really slowed down, just in general. Whereas Stim is going to be done very quickly for Elky, who basically went right to it.
Yeah. Hellions are going to pop into Elky's base. Going to try and get some information here. He's going to be met with some cold-hearted Marines. Going to slip by these supply depots and barracks. Going to get a nice get out. Notice that there's only one gas going up. So, really good read here from Kirulan.
Yeah, does pick off that weak SCV, but dies in the process. Not great for two Hellions being thrown in there. He can obviously get the scouting information out of it, like he said. But yeah, with the bunker up front, there probably won't be a whole lot of opportunity for Kirulan to get aggressive. It looks like he's going to be doing just a Widowmine Marine drop here.
Yeah, Elky on the other hand seems to be going very barracks heavy, getting two reactors there. I'm not sure if I agree with this. Usually with TVTs, you want to get to siege tank or widow mines much faster than the other team, and dropships as well, or medevacs.
Yeah, for sure here he has, however, gone. He's got the engineering bay on the way, and he's thrown down a sensor tower that's going to be able to see this drop a fair bit before it can come into play. He doesn't actually have a turret up, but he's going to have the energy for at least one scan if he does need it for the Widow Mine. But his Marines and stuff not actually in place to deal with it at the moment.
Yeah, that Widow Mine basically burrows. Elky's going to be in a lot of trouble. I think he used all his energy on mules already.
Did just drop it.
Yeah, Elky's in a lot of trouble right now. That Widow Mine's going to start going down. Is it going to get that one shot off? Gets one SCV for his money, but looks like Kirulan decides to peace out.
Yeah, and he will get a scan off before the next of these does develop. He might want to put the turret down. He will work on that now. And a bit of supply block here for Elky as well. We have seen throughout the night, I think, a little tendency to supply block himself. There's been a few games, at least one game, that we saw 3 called down supplies on his supply depot. So a bit of a tendency to supply block and then try and bail himself out of it by wasting a mule instead on a call down.
That sensor tower is a good choice if you always check the minimap. I
Yeah.
don't know if Elky consistently does. He did just let it drop, just go by unchallenged. So really hope he pays attention to his mini map a lot more.
Yeah, definitely. He had ample time to deal with that, and he just didn't really move any. Like, as that was coming in, he actually moved Marines away from the location that they were needed. So, and now this one guarding the watchtower will get to see these forces come in. He'll stim on away to save his life and actually delay this a tiny bit. Although, I don't know if this push is really going anywhere anyway.
Yeah, Elky does have the pushing power. His composition does have 2 siege tanks in it and 3 medevacs. Elky, on the other hand, only under 30 Marines. So, if anyone's going to push, Kirulan does have that poking power.
Yeah, for sure here. Looks like a second sensor tower is coming out for Elky. He really wants to have that awareness of any drops that may take place so that he can kind of be all over it. Although, like you said, it does require you to actually be aware of those things when it does happen.
All right, looking to the game, we are about 11 minutes, 22 seconds in. Once again, we do see a starport going down for Elky. Finally gets 2. Is that 2? No, only 1 starport. Sorry, he's actually getting a 3rd command center as well. His +1 for armor is about to get finished, but he's going to run into a little bit of surprise when he sees the siege tank.
Yeah, he may have enough here to just kind of bum rush it down, though. He will stem and kind of split his troops. If he can target fire that down, it's completely exposed. Everything does just fall. May not be the most efficient way to do it, but he had just kind of an overwhelming force there and was able to take everything out. The thing that will hurt him a little bit, of course, is that there's no medevacs for him. So every stim like that and every shot that he takes is going to be permanent damage, at least for the time being.
Yep. As you were saying that he did just queue up 2 medevacs to be built. He's starting his +2 attack, actually, but he's going to find his 3rd base.
Yeah, does see it. Will just be canceled preemptively there.
Yeah, Marine's getting really low, actually.
Yeah, it's that power of stem, even with the combat shields, it does just take a lot out of them. And there are still a lot of Marines here, though, but you can already see some of them low to the point that they can't stem again.
Yeah, I really hope Elky understands that this isn't Brood War. You can't type in power overwhelming to get invincibility. He's got to get those medevacs out to heal his Marines.
Yeah, there are some back at home. I think he's going to pull back here. He's not going to want to charge up a ramp into... he doesn't know it's there, but obviously he knew that there was a tank out already, and there are, in fact, 3 at the top of the ramp. That's not the type of thing you want to run into.
So we do see Kirulan taking a sort of unorthodox 3rd base here, sort of hoping the fact that Elky doesn't run over there and just to scout it out. It is unorthodox because it's incredibly hard to defend. It's over this cliff that Reapers can't really jump over, and it's sort of a long route around for his army to defend.
Yeah, definitely true there, and I think he will swing off in that direction, although
he saw that SCV
Kirulan
go by.
sees him moving out, yeah, but there's really no way he can stop him. He can't bring the tanks over, or else he can just turn around and catch him. And I like that just taking one Marine is enough to stop him. Yeah, brutal tank shots here, but he may be wide open to go after them.
Oh, those 5 siege tanks just
overcommit.
raining. So much pain coming down those Marines. Those 5 siege tanks positioned very well. All 4 of them were hitting off on those Marines. Lucky the army supply. Kirulan actually takes the lead there.
Yeah, that really evened things back out. It was a fight, again, that Elky didn't need to take. We've seen him over the course of tonight start engagements well and then run into storms that he didn't need to take, and this time running into tank fire that he didn't need to.
Yeah, he's sort of in position, in a bad position now. Kirulan's sort of pushing his ideas forward here. 2 siege tanks propped up at the front. He could have brought a little bit more, but we do see 1 Marine attacking that Vespin geyser at the back of Kirulan's 3rd.
Yeah,
Thor
looks
drops.
like he's gonna go for the single Thor drop off in the 3rd base.
This is the Pacific Rim. We're gonna send our giant robot to meet the giant kaiju in the middle of the ocean through medevac right now.
exactly.
Should be
That's the
interesting
thing.
to see.
And a second Thor going off to the left-hand side of the map. Something tells me that one may just go to the main. It gets caught, though. That gets scanned, but we'll see if he does react to it.
Yeah, it looks like he's just gonna sit tight in this little sniper's nest that he has over there. Meantime, the Thor is gonna land at this third base. Is he gonna get the cancel off? How effective were Thor drops, Dave?
It's pretty good if there's not a massive force to deal with it, but he's not overly paying attention. He had to pull back as the second Thor drop was kind of caught. He's going to go after the SCV building that, and he may be able to force a cancel, but Marines are swinging around to try and deal with this. The medevac actually kind of moved a little too close here, and we'll have to pull back to pick that up. But I think he got several just worker kills off of that.
He's gonna swing back in, try and get a cancel off of this command center. There's no SCV trying to finish that building right now. Most of the Kirulan's army is at the little sniper's nest that he has at the bottom of the map. He is not going to catch that, though, yeah.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. One thing I think he's doing control-wise is I'm pretty sure that these are on the same key or in the same group, and he's attacking the command center with them, so the medevac flies over it.
Yeah, he might be using the Lancelot House of F2s over there.
It's possible. Certainly possible. The tank's in a slightly better position now for Elky, as he is able to clear out this watchtower and take control of it.
Good snipe there by Kirulan. He finishes off that Thor annoyance right now.
Yeah.
He's just going to group off in the middle of the map right now while Elky's moving into the mid. We're going to sort of see a yin-yang movement here.
Yeah, definitely it's going to become very, very positional at this point, as a lot of Terran games are often tending towards. Of course, Elky has got he's had his third base established for way longer. We've got Kirulan just getting his really mining going now, and we've got a third and fourth CC already coming up for Elky, while this fourth is being harassed by a single Marine.
It looks like Elky's going to swing around this army. None of the siege tanks seems to have vision of this. It looks like they're going to siege up right now. Big initiation there by Elky. It looks like he is going to take the first volley of siege tank shot. He seems to be winning this fight with a better concave. The army supply is just huge for Elky.
Yeah, it was a really good concave there. Ultimately, as he pushed into the second wave of tanks, he lost everything. But then a similar thing
big drop
happened on this
coming down right now.
Yeah, he's got to unsiege away from this, and with no Marines there, this can be disastrous. This is why you need those Marines to fire. Some nice pickup micro here, but ultimately losing a lot more than he had to just from losing all that Marine cover.
Yeah, with that lost engagement, basically Elky takes the lead in units lost. His resources, he lost about 9,700 of them, while Elky only lost 8,400. Kirulan actually not finishing that fourth base there. He really needs to get on that if he wishes to continue in this match.
Yeah, drop potentially coming, or at least preparing to come in from behind here on the third base. And there's nothing there defending this now. This could end up with a lot of worker kills, a lot of damage done. Stimming forward.
Oh, drop all your units, Kirulan. You could be doing so much more damage. Thor drops come in. Might be able to clean this up. Beautiful volleys there.
Oh, huge. Gets one of the full medevacs there with the Thors. And yeah, it does prevent a fair bit of damage, but still a fair bit done. 11 workers to 13 workers killed throughout the game. Not devastating, but definitely enough to do some denting into the economy.
Yeah, Elky's actually at 3-3 right now, while Kirulan's only at 2-1. He's got some catching up to do. He's taking the lead in terms of supply, but when this army meets head-on again, Elky's just going to steamroll them. Like, upgrades are a huge, huge deal in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Particularly one of the units that's affected the most is the Marine. It's having those upgrades are like a 20% upgrade for every level that you do have, and then obviously the armor, same thing in the other direction. Double Thor drop here at the fourth base. We'll clean out some more SEVs, force the army to come over, Medevacs once again a little out of position, and they're going to have to move a bit. I think these are just going to get picked up.
Oh, beautiful pickup there by Kirulan. I think he leaves his medevacs out there just to get a scout, because I don't think his vision is that long with the Thor. So he likes to see when the army is coming.
Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. I think he's just attacking the command center with the medevacs.
Oh, the F2 house.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing. He tells the whole group to attack, so the medevac moves forward.
All right, we are going to see a group of Marines and Siege Tanks attacking Kirulan's third. That planetary fortress goes down really fast, actually. Kirulan's being forced to pull back right now.
It was already damaged. Tanks do go down here. He will end up losing this whole force for it. He does get the medevacs oddly out right over top of all the Marines, but it looks like Kirulan's was thinking of taking the opportunity to swing through, but I think he thought better of it. He would be walking into about 6 tanks on that side as well. So, yeah, we had Elky kind of trade his army for that base, but I think it did end up being worth it. May catch these tanks unsieged, a little bit out of position. They are not even sieging up, and the Marines are just kind of plowing through here.
Yeah, big win for Elky right now. Those upgrades are really making a difference in this fight. Kirulan just can't seem to find a realm of engagement right now. His income tech, he actually caught up, but it was much lower at one point, half of what Elky can produce.
Yeah, and as he moves toward this fourth, they're kind of in a little bit of a race here, but I'm not sure that Kirulan's going to be able to prevent Elky from getting into a position to just siege this up. It is a planetary, of course, so he doesn't want to fight there directly, or else he'll lose with the repair. But yeah, with the siege in place, he will try and go right after it, and that goes down just so quickly with all that fire focused on it. And these SCVs, there's no way to save them.
Yeah, Elky's not even on one base income right now. Can't really do much and reproduce the army that he has. Elky's just gonna basically keep pushing this his advantage right now. He's got about 5 bases up, so the world is basically his right now.
Yeah, he's attacking on 2 fronts here, making sure that nothing can go down at what was the original third base. A bit of a desperation drop here, I think, by Kirulan into the main base. And even just with the small reserve force, he's got enough. With the 3-3, I think he's going to be able to hold before anything really goes horribly wrong. This tank trying to run away to siege up.
Yes,
and we'll get a shot or 2 off.
The medevacs being the huge savior of those Marines right now. Kirulan trying to take out the production, basically saying, like, you can have all the money in the world, but you're not going to have anything to build with. But Elky, knowing better, sends his army back. He's going to clean this up right now. This is sort of Kirulan's last desperate attempt at getting back into this game. Supply-wise, 161 for Elky, 92 for Kirulan.
Yeah, and we've got just long-distance mining for Kirulan. He's got nothing. He's got 3 mineral patches that he's actively mining from. He has to float his existing command centers off to try and move them into location. Yeah, he's got no income. They both got 3,000 gas because, of course, they're not really spending that. But yeah, there's just no way. Kirulan has to basically win with what he's got. And although this tank pickup is pretty good, he will get all of those basically for free. It's still not going to be enough.
Yeah, this last engagement is going to be the defining moment. Well, Kirulan pulls some magic micro here. Siege tanks going up right there. Going to get taken out right away. Siege tank firing in the opposite direction here. Taking off his a Marine that just went by.
Yeah, and he's trying to, as he lands one of these command centers, drops a ton of mules on it, trying to get back into this game. He may swing by and catch these 2 tanks again if he sees them. No, he's going to siege up and actually get the drop the other way. And there's the stims again, just kind of taking everything into the deep health.
Yeah,
these forces chase down.
Yeah, there's only 19 supply left for Kirulan. I'm trying to look for the units they are. There it is. So it's actually 4 siege tanks and 5 Marines left for Kirulan. So
yeah, that's probably not good enough.
He's gonna have to pull
I think Elky may just come in unsieged here now, and that is what he's going to do. And calls it GG. Elky. Alrighty, so here we are on what could potentially be the last match of the night. We have our player on the top right-hand side from Team Stim TL up 1-0. It is Elky. Wrong one? Okay, it's not Elky at all, then. Maybe it's still. Alright, it is Elky. Whatever.
And in the bottom left corner, the Red Terran representing Team NVIDIA in the After Hours Gaming League, it is Kirulan.
And of course, he is Terran again.
So this did work out better for him. This is his best matchup. According to StarCraft 2 Battle.net statistics, we don't actually know because I haven't really talked to him yet. Could have just asked him in the lobby, but TVT is the best matchup for him. He's actually getting 2 geysers right now. So maybe...
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure what he did, because he got his last one stolen, he started it. Yeah, he had no intention of taking it.
Oh, a little bit of a fake for Elky.
Yeah.
Elky might have the wrong read here.
I think he just wanted it so that it wouldn't be stolen, but yeah, it may lead him to the wrong idea. But a Reaper is out and will be potentially bouncing up there, although 2 Marines are already on place to try and catch him. So he may get in to see what's going on. He will swing kind of low. He's going to send the SCV up first to tank it.
Oh, so smart.
Yeah, he knew. Although
but
this fire gets spread around a little bit.
Yeah.
If he
sort of misjudging there. Did he happen to see the factory though? Yes, he did.
Yeah, did, and now gets in behind here to actually pick off the SCV. Oh no, it lives as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Elky's sort of thrown off right now. He's probably thinking, I saw you start that Vestment a long time ago. How are you just finishing that now?
Yeah, definitely. It's probably the case. It looked as if he was going to make 2 starports there for a second, but then he canceled one and made a supply depot instead.
Sky Terran, I don't think I've seen that been played yet in any tournament. It is incredibly unviable as it has no early game. Looks like Kirulan is looking to expand here.
Yeah, Elky, of course, already done with his command center there. And this time around, deviating from what we've seen mostly from him so far, he's actually going with a 1-1-1 opening, as opposed to just a lot of barracks that we saw in not only last game, but a lot of the games he has played tonight, tending to stick with the very, very marine-heavy bioforce.
It did work out well for him last game, but we are going to see some switcheroo going around here. Factory is going to get the reactor, and Barrack is going to build a tech lab, and Starport's going to get the tech lab. We're going to see... Oh, scan. Money scan right there.
To the second, exactly when he wanted to see it. And, has an idea what's going down. The counter scan coming from his opponent as well. He did, okay, there we go. I was going to say, usually when you get caught that early, you cancel the cloak and just say, screw it. So he does cancel the cloak, and he's still going to get the Banshee out as part of the army, but not going to try.
You can still try and make something happen. You never know when you can catch someone with their pants down, basically. Otherwise, basically similar builds, just different timings for each. We do see income-wise, both players just about the 27, 26 mark. Overall, just a pretty passive game so far. This map is huge. I forgot how huge it is.
Yeah, it really is large, particularly before you take down the debris in the middle. The path that you have to go around is quite a diversion from where you want to be. So, it can be a pretty big one. The Banshee is going to be flying in and potentially in the path of this Viking. Of course, it does not have cloak, so it will have to just kind of saunter away without anything done at this point.
Is that Viking sparkling? It's just
Is it sparkling? I don't know.
I swear it was sparkling.
Maybe. Maybe it's a vampire Viking. So we're gonna have the medevac drop here with blue flame Hellions. 3 of them are going to be dropping here and immediately start attacking the edge. What's he doing?
He's got to drop the other 2, but
Well, yeah, I don't know what he's doing here. That's a major miscue. I don't know what he was paying attention to at the moment, but at the time, but he could have gotten a lot of kills before anyone reacted to that.
well, it looks like this push is going to get pulled off. He's going to keep his army there just to basically send that medevac message saying you're not going to get anything if you come in right now. Basically keeping his SCV safe. He did get 1 SCV for his kill, but not really worth it if he's invested a lot into it.
Yeah, with the blue flame, he's really got to get more. He is landing here again, and we'll be going for a sniper too. But with the Viking out there, he's got to get out. Is his charge back up? There it is. And the ignite afterburners go off, and he'll get on out. But yeah, not a lot gotten for the cost of that so far. Of course, blue flame not necessarily bad later either.
Alright, looks like some switcheroo happening for Elky right now. Looks like Starport is going to get the reactor. We're going to see a lot of medevac production out of this.
Yeah, he's actually working on his 3rd, 4th Starport. So guess what? We're going to see, I guess...
Yeah, if you are a BSG toaster,
Yeah.
you'd be guessing a lot of medevac drops right now.
That would be true. But, yeah, we got 5 Starports coming. I don't even know if he can support this, actually, but that's what he's got.
Yeah, another money scam.
Yeah,
Jesus.
just pure money on the Vikings there, on the medevacs there. A Viking in place. Oh, and this Widow Mine.
Oh.
One completely unloaded.
Yeah,
Another
Elky,
Widow Mine shot.
Elky making it rain with his money plays right now. Just seems to be on top of everything right now. I don't think Kirulan even knows about these 4 starports being built.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that he does. I'm not even sure what the plan with them is. He can't really support 5. And he's not getting... He does have a 3rd CC down. It's not moved to a base yet, though.
Yeah, looking at army supply, Elky's still ahead, though.
Yeah.
Shocking, actually, since he's trying to move to a medevac Terran. So.
Well, and he's getting tech labs on all these new ones. So he's got 4 starports with tech labs and 1 with the reactor.
Yeah. That's how it's done.
I'm kind of... Are we going to get a fusion core? Is that where this is going?
I don't know. Is it battle cruiser? I guess it's nice to have that 1 tank in there, but I think an efficient army is Banshee Vikings. Just things that are good at killing things in the ground and good things that are good at killing things in the air as well. But 3rd base being spotted by Elky there. His SUV gets killed. Probably will be able to finish it soon. Oh, interesting upgrade. So Terran buildings being upgraded by Kirulan right now.
We saw him get this before as well. So I don't know if this is something he typically does. The last time he got this, it was... I think he didn't have his armory done, so I kind of wrote it off as, oh, he's waiting. He might as well do something with his engineering bay while he's waiting for the armory. This time it is done, and he's just getting it. So I'm not sure what the reasoning there is. It's not something you do see often.
Yeah, it looks like Elky's finally read the book on a resource gathering for dummies. He's finally got his 3rd base, starting his 4th, so that he can basically support his 4 starport or 6 starport build. Yeah.
The Vikings here going on a hunt. They could have gotten close to catching this force. I think they're going to hang back and still be looking for this this drop.
So I actually think Sky Terran will be the shortcoming of Elky. Like, this is a huge map. When you're playing Sky Terran, you want to keep your entire army together so that you can sort of push down together. But this is sort of a map where it sort of favors a very mobile army, like Marine Marauder Medivacs. So, Kirulan not exactly out of it yet. Looks to be dropping into the base, but is going to get sniped off immediately right there. He's going to lose a lot of supply.
So much stuff that basically 2 full medevacs and everything else just immediately going down, surrounded by Vikings from every which way. His tank bio army is moving up the middle. But yeah, with Cloak Banshees, Raven, Vikings, it's hard to see how this is going to get kind of in position or close enough to do much.
I don't know, I just feel like if I just had 200 Marines right now, I could stomp this army, but...
If it was 200, yes, I don't think this is enough.
Yeah, Kirulan actually didn't scan the starports, so sort of in a bad position right now. A lot of damage coming down from Elky. He looks like he's cleaning this up, but lacks a lot of damage to take out these siege tanks. The only thing that's left is that one Banshee. And
he could land all these Vikings just right on top of the tanks. He doesn't want to, apparently, but yeah, I guess he's going to let the Vikings, or the Banshee clean it up.
Yeah, that one Banshee is going to go home a hero tonight. He's currently a recruit. Now he becomes a corporal. Good promotion there.
Yeah, we're now sitting at 15 Vikings. And he's now kind of going into the hardcore production of Banshee.
Yeah, we're still waiting for the first battle recruits to show up. I don't think he has the fusion core yet, actually. So
yeah, and he doesn't really have, to be honest, the economy to support it either. Vikings going off here, trying to absolutely control the air. Any appearance of a medevac gets shut down immediately.
Alright, any air control is lost right now. We have seen the move to Thors right now. It's a really interesting choice. That's actually a really good idea, I think.
Yeah, if you can catch these Vikings kind of clumped, you can do some damage, and you have to have something that can kind of tank a Banshee for a while. And that's kind of the case.
Oh, no volley gets to go off. Is he going to get one, though? Doesn't get any kills there, but looks like the engagement's going there. A lot of Marines burning right there. These Thors are going to be cut out by themselves. A few Vikings landing out there. Sea Tank is raining down a lot of pain on them. Good positioning here by Kirulan, actually.
Yeah, and I do like the Thors in combination with the tanks kind of zones this out a little bit. Because their range is so good against the air.
Siege Tank gets sniped off right there. Kirulan does have a huge supply deficit to catch up them. Looking at the army supply, we do see Elky.
There's our fusion core. Just finishing. And Elky going up to +3/+3. Just started for the
two
mech.
Looks like a bunch of Hellions are going to swing by the third right now. Planetary Fortress is there. I don't know how effective Hellions are against them, but they're just going to swing by. Going to swing by the second base right now. There's nothing there to defend. It's a lot of SCVs are going to go down now.
Yeah, so much death here. They kill so efficiently, so quickly. Most of the SCVs will fall. Actually, a lot of them still just damaged, but now cleaning everything up.
Yeah.
The
Looks
tanks.
like Kirulan actually lost a lot of SCVs there. He's down to 42 workers.
Yeah, and he's trying to basically sneak a base down here in the bottom right. I think he knows that he can't really hold one traditionally anymore. So if he's gonna do this, he's gonna have to put
volley
down. Yeah, huge. Banshees just kind of vulnerable to this, but I think they have ultimately overrun the position here. Thor will fall. Marines trying to go after these Vikings. Everything is so damaged, but there's still so much of it.
He's also missing a lot of scans right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll land the Vikings right on top of the tanks here, taking a lot of fire from the unsieged ones. That will clear out the mech position. But still, Elky's army, just this type of army is very fragile. It's got a lot of DPS, but it's very fragile.
sure.
We do have, obviously, our first battle cruiser on the way out, almost popping. There she is.
Yeah. So we actually see 5 bases from Kirulan right now. It's gonna help him catch up in terms of the army supply, but he's still really behind. Thor, Siege Tank, Marines. It's actually a really good choice. I really like this counter, but he's got to start target firing very smart. Getting the Banshees out of the way should be his first priority.
Yeah, there's still, what do we got here? 13 of them alive. They're now getting repaired back up. Banshees actually, I've heard, take the longest to repair out of anything.
Oh, big Widowmine hits coming up. 1 Marine, 2 Marines. Oh my god.
Wowza.
Surprisingly, that doesn't kill a Thor.
No, guess not. If only they had shields.
Alright.
Banshees now killing the Thors off the Marines, ultimately going down.
Yeah, those 3/3 upgrades really helping them out right now. A lot of damage goes on to Thors. He basically needs to get 1 big volley off to finish them off.
Yeah, pretty much. The damage is done everywhere. Some of these Banshees have 5 hit points left, 10 hit points left, 19 hit points, and just not being killed.
Yeah, battle cruisers are going to be a big problem too. Like, Thors are not good against battle cruisers. I wonder, they still have the high impact payload though. Don't know how effective they are against against battle cruisers.
Yeah, it can be. It's okay, but it's just a little too slow to actually do anything about it. It doesn't quite get it done, given how tanky battle cruisers actually are.
So if you're a Terran player and you need to kill a battle cruiser, but you can't use air units, you're kind of like, you don't have a lot of options here. Like,
yeah, it becomes really rough. I mean,
like, you can't get Marines. Marines have the best DPS, but they do like 2 damage to it.
Yeah, Widowmine can do it, but then they have to basically, like, fly over it. Or the whole idea, in order to do it when you don't have air, is you then have to have ground control. And unfortunately, the way that this is working out, even though this is an all-air Terran army, he's not ceding ground control at the same time because he's got Widowmines underneath. After these.
It's like sandstorm time.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like Elky's looking to push the issue right there. Point defense drones knocking out those rockets.
The Thor attacks. Now we've got the Hunter Seekers going down. The Thor trying to come forward to make it splash on his own units.
Really smart play there by Elky, showing his micro right there. These Widowmines are going to be a very devastating hit. Loses a Thor, 2 Thors to it actually. One's really low. Elky could just push in right here, but oh man, so much damage coming down from those Banshees. Can't get a volley off on him. Doesn't have any detection. Finally gets detection, but it's a little too late right now. He actually gets a couple of Banshees there, but there's about, let's see, 10 Banshees left from that.
Yeah, it's just so much at this point. The overall supply here is absolutely doubled. And this army is just, it's the type of thing that you need bulk to get at. You need a sustained fight, or else you're just going to be damaging things a little bit. He does find this other base down here at the bottom as he tries to take it. And this planetary fortress is one of the only things Kirulan really had going for him.
Not even, like, he had it going for him and he didn't capitalize on it. He had about 3 SCVs there.
Yeah, it was, I think, supposed to be like the location for the mule drops. There was a little attack up here at the top of Planetary Fortress, but that does remain alive and okay for the time being. And I think we're going to get the Skytest army moving up in that direction. Actually, some Hellions trying to run by there again, but
yeah, Elky playing a very methodical game. He's trying to wait for these 3 battle cruisers to basically come out and join his army. These Hellions are just going to do a lot of damage to this top base. Surprisingly, the Planetary Fortress can hit behind those mineral lines. So, Verlin caught in a really bad position right there. Thor is getting caught out right now. Yamato Gun's going to be landing on those Thors, just going to take them out. Kirulan's army is basically non-existent at this point. You see one siege tank running away, but Marines are just getting melted right now.
Yeah, the siege tank going up to try and get rid of the last of the Hellions up there as they do get cleaned up. But yeah, Elky's army is just kind of walking with impunity at this point. Raven's kind of coming out for Kirulan to try and maybe get some sort of control in the air or some sort of area effect in the air.
Point defense drone coming out. Will he be able to mark out this way? Great move. But the second
one really good blast.
Hit. Surprisingly, point defense drones do not defend against Hunter Seeker missiles.
Even though it's a huge slow projectile.
That's actually really confusing.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Whatever.
Blizzard, please.
Once again, Hellions trying to run up into this base here. There's really almost no SCVs left at this point in a good mining position. The third is still good. But yeah, this fourth has been really reduced down to literally 2 on minerals, although some are just idly sitting around. More Banshees coming in. Hunter Seeker on a battle cruiser, which works pretty well because they can't get away too fast. But battle cruisers just on their own are almost enough to deal with this whole thing so far.
Yeah, what's funny is Kirulan's actually sitting on 5 Widow Mines right there.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes one of them.
Yeah, this will refresh. The Raven's like sitting there too, so he knows they're there. And they will detonate. Yet again, the battle cruiser's moving in. This may be the last push of the Grey Armada of the Terran forces.
It looked like Elky wants to move into the next round of the ASL. Kirulan sort of trying to hang on by a thread right now. Fortunately, that's sort of like the pyramid scheme. It's not going to happen. It's going to take out the 3rd base right now. Or 4th base, sorry. Nothing he can really do to defend this. More Widow Mine's going to be set off right now. Oh, that's really smart. So I've heard basically some reports saying that StarCraft 2 units are really smart, as in they won't overkill a unit.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that was a cool example of that.
Unless you specifically, unless you specifically target fire, they won't overkill.
Let's go. Really useful in siege tanks.
yeah, that's where it comes out the most, or else they would all fire in the same thing, but they won't do it. So yeah, this is pretty much Kirulan's dead. I mean, he's been dead for a while, but he's literally got 1/5 of the overall supply at this point, and he's got about 14 army supply. Here, there's essentially more battle cruisers than there are any other unit for Kirulan right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if Elky sent in his Marines, he'd be able to overpower Kirulan's army force. But looks like he's going to send his battle cruisers instead. A lot of damage going down on these Marines. Kirulan calls GG, congratulates Elky on moving forward. Looks like we're going to have our winner here in the constellation match.
There we go.